Welcome back to another episode of Who Am I to Judge podcast. I'm Alexis.
And I am Samantha. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
What's up? How are you?
I'm fine. A little annoyed because I just had to change computers, but other than that, I'm off today, so yeah, all is well. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's been a very busy day to me. I went into the office today, basically had work all day, and then I came home, had a meeting, had my one-on-one with my therapy, then I had to walk the dogs, then I had a kickoff meeting at 5:30. I had a lead, and now literally went straight into this. So I am just exhausted, but I'm
How's therapy?
here. It was good. Yeah, good
You
stuff. I
like
have
your
my books
therapist?
that I need and stuff like this book. Hold on, let me silence this. This book, Courage to Change, One Day at a Time. It's people from Al-Anon. I'm not an addict, but the people that are in it wrote this. And then Codependent No More. That's another book.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be
Mm-hmm.
first 2 chapters
I
as
have
well.
read that one.
But it's going well. Like I really like the lady. She's really cool.
That's good.
And I can't complain. But let's get to it. We got a lot to talk about. I have some stuff that I want to talk about, but who do you want to go first?
You go first. So, who is on trial?
I gotta say this strategically. So this is my thing. I have been I have been kind of getting on my For You page like a bunch of I would say white people. I want to be very specific, like white, like queer people that all have like an affinity to self-diagnosing themselves with disabilities, and like their whole purpose on TikTok is to like crowdsource for money. And it started to just have me like, so I've been getting this for a while now. And like, these are specifically people who are like seeking diagnosis. Like they have like on their like profile, like I have these disabilities and I'm seeking diagnosis for these other disabilities. And it's just like becoming, and all their TikToks are about people, like they're fighting with people about how like, that how they have this disability and this is why they can't do this and they can't work and they can't do anything. And it's always like chronic fatigue. It's always like chronic pain. And then there's other things like POTS and things like that. And they have people with those actual diseases like arguing with them, being like, you don't even have a diagnosis for this. Please stop acting like you have it. Well, all these things. So I say all this to say, like, I've just been thinking about this because I just like, it's always kind of irritated me and I don't know why. And I think I have an idea. Like, you know how you talk about how like there are some people that have like breeding kinks, like they want to get pregnant because of the attention they get when they get pregnant. Everyone's doting on you and your man is finally paying attention and you get, whatever.
You could be addicted to pregnancy.
Yes, you can be addicted to pregnancy. I honestly think there is a group of people who are addicted to, it's either two things in my mind. They're addicted to the attention they get from having disability, like from saying they have a disability, like they like the attention they get from other people, the way that they can then like use it as a way to not work, how they can then like just kind of like chill, or they're extremely hypochondriac and it's like manifested in like one of the worst ways, which is like believing you have every single disease in the book and disability in the book, and like it has then paralyzed you from like living life, and it's like a mental disorder. And sorry, there's a third one or three. You know how like that happened with Gypsy Rose, how I forget what it's called, but her mother had that mental illness where you end up it's sick for, because you get the attention, like all the things you get back from it. In my, I don't know what the word is, but like as if it's like flipped. It's like you are constantly making yourself sick, or just believe mentally that you have these disabilities and it manifests in your body to then have pain and stuff because of the attention you get. But it's becoming, to me, I read it as very sinister, because like there's people in the comments being like, I'm in a wheelchair and I'm like a teacher. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my mother has POTS and she's going to work 5 days a week. It's like, I have chronic pain, but like I'm doing, like, it's just like this, like, it's like, to me, it's a little sinister to people who actually have diagnoses that still like want to go, like who still like make a life for themselves and try to not have that define them and be overcome it in a way. And there's
Mm-hmm.
still people that are struggling with things that still find that real people struggling with real diagnoses that are not just seeking these diagnoses, right? And I'm not trying to say that that means everyone is faking it, no, or everyone is a grifter, no. But I do think there's a group of people, and especially I feel like there's been a rise of this in like the Gen Z age, where a lot of people are self-diagnosing without real diagnosis and using it
Mm-hmm.
as a way to like make money, using it as a way to not do anything and ask for money. And I do think part of it like is attention. Like I don't know. Like and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's really sinister. Like it's really disrespectful to the actual like people who have diagnosed things. Um and me and Courtney were talking about, and I'll end it at this. Me and Courtney were talking about, and Courtney was like, yeah, like I agree. Like I feel like sometimes like white people want to be marginalized. Like, like
Mm-hmm.
they then take on like then having chronic pain becomes their entire personality. You know what I'm saying? And we're all
Yes.
oppressing them when we talk about how you can't stand up, right? And all these things. And there's this one girl on my page who keeps coming up named Shy, and she has like 8 different things she's trying to seek a diagnosis for, and then she's like diagnosed with like 4 things. Of course it's chronic pain, chronic like fatigue, chronic like things like that, and
Mm-hmm.
saying she can't work, she can't do all these things, but yet she's posting like 40 fucking videos a day. Like, it's just like you can clearly do something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find it's starting to get a little tone deaf, and it's starting to get a little evil. Like, I think it's a little evil.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that there is people out there like that, 100%. And I think that it is probably more rampant just because I think there's just more information. And as we do like understand like neurodivergence and all that stuff, like I think I could see that being like a rise in people like diagnosing them. I mean, like I think that is a fact. Like I feel like I've seen therapists online, I mean, even with ADHD, like they talk about people just like, it's not just like, oh, I'm just a little distracted all the time,
Exactly.
or like, it's like, no, this like really impedes with your life. And I definitely think that I have I have witnessed white people. I've always said like just try to create danger or oppression
Mhm,
for themselves,
mhm,
whether that's like,
mhm.
jumping off of, I don't know, like,
Just doing shit for the thrill of it.
yeah, like for the thrill, for the danger, because like they don't have enough danger and thrill in their thrill, quote unquote,
Mhm,
in their life. And I definitely think like Munchausen syndrome of like, you know, faking and exaggerating is a is a rare mental health conditioning, and
mhm,
this person acts as if they have a physical or mental illness, intentionally
mhm.
faking, exaggerating, or self-inducing symptoms. Um, yeah, because the reality is most of the people that have all that stuff, like I I have considered myself, like I've told Soleil and been like, yeah, like I kind of think I do deal with chronic pain. Like I'm like, I talked to Soleil about just like, do you ever have days where you just like, I feel like I haven't had many days where just like I just feel great. Like my body's like not hurting, or like, like I'm not sore, or I am hypermobile. So like there's usually an ache and pain, like whether it's like
Mhm,
my ankle or my knee or something, like I'm working that stuff out,
mhm.
especially because, I think that's why I love like yoga and like learning that. So it's just like, okay, how can I heal my body? Like when I'm hurting, what can I do? And so, yeah, like people like myself that maybe could go and get like a diagnosis, like honestly don't even have the time to really do that. Like I think it comes from a privileged place and at
Mhm.
certain point to be able to just go and get all these diagnoses. And I mean, obviously we'd all like to be able to.
I think there's a
do
fetish
that,
with
but
it. It's like you get off by having more diagnosis. Like,
yeah, I think so for sure.
like it's not even like it's to me it's not even as like kind as like, oh, I have like pain. Like, to be honest, I think just at our age, in our 30s, most people wake up with something aching or something not feeling all the way right. I
Mhm.
mean, literally
Yeah.
yesterday I got out of the bed. I had like a really tough workout yesterday morning. Went through my day, whatever. I was laying in the bed. I got up and literally, the way I got up was like as if I was like about to keel over. And Julie was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Oh, it's fine. Like, I'm just a little sore from my workout. Like, I'm just getting that." And, I had been like stationary. So the standing up was just a little bit. And I feel like
Mhm.
that is normal. Like, like at our
Mhm.
age. And so, like, I wouldn't even go as
Definitely.
far as to say chronic pain. Like, it's just normal. And like, I think some people get off with like being Courtney called it like just like they're addicted to being a victim. Like they're addicted to being
For sure.
what's wrong with you. And I don't know what they get from that, whether it's like
It's attention.
but it's
It's
like
attention.
do they get off on like arguing with people in their comments all day? Like, like literally just people being like, get up. And they're like, well, actually, with like, I can't stand for more. Like somebody like just explaining
Mhm.
why they couldn't have a job and did it. And it's just like, and none of it's real. Like, I'm not trying to be not real, but none of it is like significant, I guess. It's like, okay, there are many people with chronic pain work, millions, many people with chronic
Mhm.
fatigue working,
Most
millions,
people.
many people with disabilities working. I mean, there's blind people working. You know what I'm saying? There's people who have to navigate their life in a way that we could never imagine work.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I just feel like the privilege it is to sit up in a bed all day taking videos about things you're self-diagnosing yourself with of
I
curve.
mean, at this point,
It's just cool. Like I feel
it's
like it's cool.
monetized, you
Right.
know? People
And
will
it's
do anything that's like to
to
be
not work.
monetized.
Like it literally comes down to that. And it's like
Yeah.
cruel to me at a point because I'm just like, there is actual people who cannot like do this. And I,
Yeah, they make a way for themselves. I mean, a lot
right.
of people that have, like, disabilities or neurodivergence, like, do sex
Mhm.
work because it's, like,
Right.
something that they can control, like, something that they can manage, like, it's more manageable than going out every day, like, they can
Mhm.
do it from home, blah, 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 like, I
I
do
mean,
think
there's
it's, like,
plenty of things.
people figure it out,
People figure it
like
out, so it's hard for me to think it's anything other than you're getting off on this. You also are like don't want to work. Like you don't want to work, so you're trying to do anything to not do it.
I
And
definitely think there's people like that. I think there's a lot of people that don't wanna work. Even, like,
I get it. I don't live to fucking work either, but there's some type of pride I have that I'm not going to sit here and make myself have 50 different disabilities to explain it away.
I
Like,
mean,
and
I
I'm
think
not
that
saying again
also
it's not true, but I'm just saying that like there seems to be a very specific type of person that does this. Okay.
yes. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that it does muddy the waters for people, like, just disabilities in general, like, like, it it's a bad look for people that actually have these
Hmm.
issues and, like, are trying to
And
be
trying to live it right.
accommodated.
And I also just feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but it's like I feel like one thing that I have like always learned, at least like in teaching and and just like when we were in school, is that like you don't want to see like a person is not their disability. They have agency. They can live alone. It's like don't baby, like don't. And it's like it just seems like these people are doing a disservice to like that movement of like disabilities people like people with disabilities are whole people, right? And it's just like you go to some of these people's pages and the only thing in their bio is that. I mean, even like and it's like I don't even want to seem like a boomer, but it's like even I was like scrolling when I was like when you were like fixing out your phone stuff. I meant your phone stuff, your
Computer.
computer stuff. And this girl, she's like her whole like she's about like she's still masking and I'm like fine, whatever, do that. But then she has this whole story about how she had to go to an in-person therapy appointment for the first time. So she called ahead being like, "Hey, I'm COVID conscious, so I'll be wearing a mask and can my therapist be wearing one too?" And and Why did you start smiling?
Because you're funny.
And so they were like, okay. So they meet. So like she comes in and she sees the therapist and she knows it's her therapist because he's wearing a mask. But she's not happy with the quality of his mask. And so she's like, hey, actually, why did you roll your eyes?
Because
And so she's like, hey, can you actually like put on a different mask or whatever? And like he's like, no, I'm wearing a mask. Like, we're good. And she's like, no, like I want this quality of mask. Like she says the like level because I am COVID conscious and and like he was just like, I'm not putting on a different mask. And she was like, I have some here. He was like, I'm not putting on. So then she was like, so then they go into the room and she's like pushing it more. He puts on the different mask that she brought. Then she's like, open up a window, like I need like, you know, like I want to, and like, and it was just like,
lady.
and it's just like, so I go to her page after hearing this story, because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And like, her entire content is about people fighting with her about masking and all these expectations she has on people. And people, so then someone asked a good question, which was like, did you wear a mask prior to COVID? Like, were you this pressed about masking prior to COVID? And she refuses to answer the question. And my thing is, I wonder also if COVID has like, for some people, has like really fucked up their mental, where they're extremely anxious about getting sick and have hypochondria, as I said, that they now have developed a personality where it's all they can think of. It's like OCD.
Yes, I definitely think. I was about to say, like, it sounds like some type of 2020 psychosis that is, I'm sure, in so many different ways people have. Like, yeah. Because
I'm
that
like,
sounds crazy.
That is an insane like, to me, I'm like, mask and do whatever the hell you want. But you should never expect that you can dictate someone else's behavior with masking, especially in 2026.
All right.
But again, I feel like these people want to be like, they want that attention that comes with demanding the mask. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I think people have lost their minds a little bit. I think we're living in such a weird society now, just like gaslighting and monetizing literally everything. You know, like your whole personality can be being ADHD, you know, like that can be your whole brand. And it's like, and sometimes it works, you know, like there's tons of ADHD followers content creators that I follow, but like you said, where it's just like, I think it could be a lot of things too, like community, people needing community. They can be in the Reddit all day.
That's a good point.
They can be in the POTS Reddit. And, you know,
no, but that's not a good headspace. Like, I just feel like it's not a good
headspace. I think it definitely is. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of expanding on diagnoses, like mental diagnoses, as we understand what social media can do to your brain. Because it sounds like that. I definitely think there's like a victim complex there. Like, you get attention, people don't expect as much from you. You want everybody to, like you said, like coddle you in a certain way. It's sad. Like, you know, it's like, that's like a miserable way to live.
Right. Like, that's terrible. And it's just like, I don't understand why anybody would want it. And is it the attention dopamine that
I think it's
strong?
It's probably, I think a lot of people deal with complex trauma, complex PTSD. I think some people, yes. I think that like living in this white supremacist patriarchal society can just like fuck with your brain and you just want attention. But I do think like, you know, people's parenting and, you know, just how you grow up. Like some parents, what's the word I want to use? Like maybe enable that behavior. You know, like some parents are like, oh yeah, you can stay home from school today because you coughed. You know, like some parents definitely enable that in a certain way.
These are really good points.
But yeah, there's definitely reasons, and I know that they exist, you know, and it is a shame to it's sad because it's just like, it is a level of like privilege that you can even do that, you know?
Yes, and sit on the internet and just have no shame. And I always say that, but it's just like, if I'm sitting, if I'm on the internet ever, like talking about how I can't do anything because I have chronic pain, like please, I would want you to comment on that thing so fucking fast because you know my background, you know my story, you know the privilege I've had. It's just like there are actual people with this. It's just like there has to be some shame with it, and to
And
be
there's not
getting
trying to,
diagnoses for 8 different things, like don't you want to be
yeah.
healthy? Like, don't you want to live a healthy life? Like, it's at a point where I'm thinking some of these people don't want to be healthy.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that, like, I think there's a disingenuous thing that you're probably picking up on because there are people that are like, you know, sharing their solutions. Like, I was just watching this girl that she's, you know, on the ADHD spectrum, and she has chronic pain. Like, she's showing her shower setup and like how she makes it work. It's just like, okay, this is what I have to do to make sure that I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, okay, share helpful things. Don't share just
Just
like,
why you can't work. Like, I don't know. I think
you
you're
have to
right.
send me these pages because I need to see this.
Okay, I'll send you the Shy Girl because I've now started getting people stitching her, being like, I don't know if y'all are getting pushed this girl, but she like must have a problem because like she makes like 40 videos a day, just responding to people, and I'm like, at that point you could work, sister. Like,
Yeah,
you
that
either be a
point, this
receptionist,
needs,
like
right, or
that's
go to school for
crazy,
this or
right?
something.
Like you
That's
just
my
like,
thing. Is just like there's a ingenuity. I don't know if that's the right word, but like a disingenuousness about like trying to understand your body. Like, I feel like
yeah.
there's a difference in like, you know, like, okay, maybe this is something that I'm dealing with, and you know, being honest about what you're, you know, like trying to make your quality of life better.
And that was the thing that like people were saying, because like she just sits. This one girl I'm thinking of, she just sits in bed all day and makes videos. She's like, I'm a bit like, you know, like I
She's
can't.
bedridden.
Yes, by her own doing. Right, the
Right.
doctor didn't tell her this.
Yeah,
And
this is
some people,
Munchausen syndrome.
right, and some people said
This
to
is
her like,
Munchausen.
"Can you like? I think of course you're gonna be fucking aching if you're sitting in the bed all day."
Right.
You know, like, and
Exactly.
she's just like, well,
You
you
have
guys
to
like.
move your body.
Right. And she's like, well, some conditions like working out would be detrimental to my health. And I'm just like,
You
okay,
have to figure it out.
right, you have to. Like,
You have to get lowered into a pool and move that body. Like, and I get it. There's Reddits and rooms where you can talk about just like how frustrating it is to like, yeah, like when you have like a hypermobile body or something like that, like you can't just jump into, or you can't work out the way other people work out. Like, you have to build up your strength in a different way. Like, you need to go to physical therapy, period. You
right.
gotta be in physical
And
therapy
be willing. Why does
and be
everything
willing
come
to
with
like,
the, well, no, I
yeah.
can't because it's like, do you want to get better or not? Like, this is the real
No,
question.
she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to. She wants
You know, I'm
to
not trying to laugh, but it's like, I agree. I don't think she
not
does,
be in the solution. She
but she
wants to
knows
stay
she
in the
can't say that
problem.
out loud. Like, she doesn't
Yeah.
want to, and she knows she can't ever fucking say that out loud. And that's the
Yes, because that would take effort. And that would take like a
yeah,
change
they
of.
all have a specific look. I just
Did you
can't.
send it to me? I want to see
Oh, my
her.
bad. I'll do it right now.
I want to see her.
When you see her, you're gonna be like, yep, like this would be a person.
Yeah, there's people that are out there that are just a trip. I feel like my mom like would say that.
You
It's like,
said what?
just like they're a trip. You know, they have their neuroses, and it is like, it's strange when it is like white people. You don't see as many black people that have these like type of neuroses. I feel like just because we have enough problems.
Okay, here, I just sent it to you. You're gonna be laughing.
Ball, September 1st.
Alexis.
What?
Yeah, she should make jewelry or something.
Just
She says, I have memory problems.
Right. It's always something. That's what I'm saying. It's always something that's also adding to the pot of the disability.
Interesting. I mean, I definitely think that it is a sad existence to like basically just be trying to prove to everybody that you're
you're disabled. Like, that's horrible.
Yeah,
And
it is.
and it's like, for what?
It's very selfish.
What do you mean? It's very selfish.
It's just like, come on now, like be an advocate. Like, I don't know. It's just
Exactly.
like you're not helping. You're not helping.
But you see what I say when like they always like just like there is a specific look of the type of person
Yes.
that's online. And
this is gonna be me. I was gonna say like they look kind of like Lena Dunham.
Stop.
You know?
Oh,
I mean, we love Lena Dunham, but you know, just that kind of white girl.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a little bit selfish. I'm sorry. It's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up. Like, you cannot do this. And so,
yeah, because everybody has, like you said, it's like Effie, we all got paid, even though they were denying Effie of her feelings, but it's true. We all got paid.
We do, and like we all have to, you know, like,
that's why these
life
places exist, these self-care. That's why I'm so passionate about that, because yeah, we all have these bodies that we exist in, and they, you know, want to try to feel your best.
And she doesn't want to do well. Like, you know, like she doesn't actually want to get better, the girl.
Yeah, if she did, she would have some rolly, you know, like things she could roll out her muscles on. She'd be going to a physical therapist.
Right.
She would be getting, you know, okay. My thing is just like
her medical journey's in her bio. Like don't we want to?
Yeah, that's when you know it's a. That's when you know it's a grift. That's when you know it's a grift. I'm sorry. That's when you know it's a grift.
Like, don't we want to be more than that?
Especially because there's people online that really are like, you know. Of course, I've all people
really
that are like,
do have actual things. I mean,
or just like I'm trying to raise money for my cancer treatment and shit like that.
Exactly. It's like you talk about why you can, you know, want to work, and now you have a memory problem, and so you can't do work because of it's just like she will.
Let's work on it. Let's work on it. You are too young. You know,
you're
like,
27. Don't you want more for your life? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. But that's all I want to talk about today. It's just like I've been getting an over representation of people like that. Like, literally,
that's because you're fascinated with
like, yeah, and I'll end it here, like, because I had the same reaction as this video. It was this like same type of person as I showed you, the girl I showed you, but it was a queer man, and they were like getting dressed for the day, like standing normal, you know, normal content, getting dressed for the day. Then they put on like a fan, one of those fans, you know. I have my little personal fan here, but they have one of those fans that are like the neck ones, you know. And they were like gotta, and the caption was like, the caption on the screen was like, gotta wear my like disability aid today. And like the comments were like,
what?
Like,
right. What?
Disability. And I
like, wear that when I'm lifeguarding.
Everybody wants, like, it just seems like there's a specific group of people who want to have a disability so bad and like be a part of the community and make everything into that. It's just like, everyone was just like, all the comments were like,
so annoying.
The fuck? I guess I have one too. It's a fucking fan, you know, like, not a hearing aid. What the fuck, you know?
These type of people would turn a yoga block into like a disability aid. It's just like, come on, we just need a little support sometimes. It's okay.
It's too much.
It's too much. A step stool, like what?
Right. And I'm like, okay, so the fuck do I need? Like, am I a part of the disability community? Like, I have a fan.
By their definition, yes.
It's horrible. It to me, there's something evil about it. But go ahead.
Yeah, it is evil. It is. Further on the gaslighting note, I feel like I wanted to talk about just a couple examples of that has just been all across my timeline this week. we're going to talk about it just a little more. So I want to talk about Ariana Grande.
Me too.
Or Grande. I heard that her last name might be Grande.
Really?
I don't know. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about that, and then I wanted to talk quickly about Nara Smith. Just I feel like the gaslighting of that. So first, we can get into Ariana Grande's album came out. It's called Petal.
Have you been hearing how she says it? She says petal.
Yes, she has. Yeah, she has been saying it funny. It came out on July 31st. And with that, a music video, I believe, for the song Petal.
Petal, yes.
For Petal. And yeah, it's been caused a lot of controversy just like from the actual music video. And then there was a statement that was put out a couple days later about Ariana wanting to take a step away from the spotlight or from visibility, quotes, after the public scrutiny. Let me see where I'll say. It says Ariana will be taking a step back from visibility after she completes the Eternal Sunshine tour. She looks forward to finishing the tour and ending it on a high note, both healthily and happily, and then taking a much deserved break from public facing work and appearances, which has led to endless ongoing public scrutiny. The rep continues. This tour has been a beautiful experience for her. She loves her fans and have loved every minute of this tour. She performs a very physical show, and there is a lot of athleticism involved. She performs healthily and successfully at a very high level night after night. I don't know if it continues, but you guys get the gist. So she put out that she was supposed to be in like a West End play. Or I don't know if maybe that's the name of the play. She was supposed to be in a play. She's no longer going to be in that. And yeah, so it just sparked a lot of debate. I've been learning a lot about like eating disorders and, just like what might be happening for Ariana Grande mentally. But I mean, I'm glad that she's going to be taking time to herself. It's just a lot. Yeah, it's like a lot going on. Like I feel like that statement was very like accusatory. Like I don't know, like it's like something bad is happening to her when all I've seen is people like expressing concerns of just like what we're seeing is not normal. Like we're seeing things that are, this is how a person looks when they are malnourished. And so like they're telling like, with happily and healthily, like, sprinkled throughout the statement. Somebody said like they think that Ariana wrote that because
I'm sure she did.
They were just like by like, like a PR wouldn't ever take that approach of being like so punitive to like her audience kind of, or like, so anyways. And then last night I think she went on stage and made a statement about like how she is like, this was a decision made a long time ago and this is like the best time in her life. And I've seen like, lastly, like on that note of like, this is the best time of her life. Like I've seen people that are talking about eating disorders saying that in her mind, like her being able to get to this point of control of her eating, like she might be
thinking she's really, is it the right word? Talked about that.
Right. Cause it's like, she is like, that's the nature of
best. Like, I am the best.
Yeah.
Have this type of control and discipline.
Right. And like somebody mentioned like how eating disorders, it's like a type of like somewhere to like put your anxiety, like something that you can't control out, like all the things you can't control. And it's like she might be managing her anxiety like through that. And so that's why she might be feeling, not as like this is the best she's ever been. And like that points to just how crazy like an eating disorder, like mentally, like a mental disease is,
Absolutely.
So anyways, I literally just saw Is It the Right Word, her video come up. I haven't seen it.
I watched it this morning.
What do you think about all this? Because I do think there's like a level of gaslighting that is happening from her team. And I mean, yeah, it's obvious. It's blatant like gaslighting.
I mean, Is It the Right Word had a lot of had a lot of compassion, but also spoke about this. But my personal thoughts are like, this documentary about Ariana, like in this time of her life, like where she like is gonna be very interesting to see how she talks about it, because she's gonna have to answer to a lot. And like, I'm not trying to be like,
is she putting out a documentary?
no, but I'm just saying in general, like when she will have something where she has to speak to this time, whether she disappears for 2 years and comes back and there's a sit down interview with Good Morning America.
I mean, that's the best case scenario.
And I just feel like she has to speak on this, and I'm curious how history will retell this, because yes, it is a mental illness. And I feel, I mean, again, she's never said it's an eating disorder, but I believe it is. And it is a mental illness. And so I understand that her actions right now are all under duress, right? It's all under this mental thing.
But
at the same time, it is like, I am very harsh on people with millions of dollars and have big platforms and a lot of privilege. And I do think with much privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. And I just feel like it is irresponsible of Ariana Grande and anyone on her team and her family that they are still allowing her to show herself this way. And it really became, like, to me, a little bit more evil when this music video came out, because this music video had to be approved, like, like approved. And like that, even like,
did you watch it?
I saw some of it and I turned it off. And even like the shot that she posted of it on Instagram came with a community note about, they put a community note on it on an eating disorder, because it's just like, it is so jarring, some of those visuals in that music video. Like you can see every bone in her body, and she's showing it in a way as if she wants to show that. And I do believe there is, like, for it, like, it's one thing when I feel like there's been a level where it's just like, well, you're catching her on stage and she, whatever. It's like, this is an approved picture. Approved
oh my God, yes.
By Ariana Grande. At a certain point, like, it becomes a little evil. You have such a platform and you are willingly promoting yourself. Probably at this point, she has to be under 100 pounds. She has to be under 100 pounds. And I find it to be cruel. I find it to be evil. And I also like feel like I want to know what happened. Like, there was a shift in her where it was like all of a sudden now she's talking like, like, oh, don't bump into me. I'm sorry, I touched that. It's just like, it's like a little mouse. And then she's getting smaller and smaller. And it's just like, and the gaslighting, I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I'm athletic. I'm this. And it's just like, no, you're not. And I do feel like it is detrimental to the millions. We're not talking about a D-lister. We're talking about a mega A-list superstar who's in the biggest movie of
Somebody said the number is not zero of like people that are impacted by this.
And it's like some of the comments are saying like, she looks beautiful. I mean, there's some people that are commenting, and I saw their pages, and like they have in their bio like, my goal weight is 85 pounds. Like, it's sad. And so it's just like, she has to, what I'm saying is, I pray to God she gets to the other side of this and she makes it, and she like is able to tell the story and get well and help others get well. But when she talks about this period in her life, there has to be some accountability. There has to be some.
Yeah, you can't continue with
I don't want to hear that I was really sick and this is no. You still have to, you're an adult, you still have to speak to now the prolonged tour you're on showing off your body, the wicked, and they're putting gemstones on your little shoulder bones, the video you put out. Like, there has to be some remorse and some accountability that I understand I might have like pushed some people into some wrong things. And
And I think that
gaslighting, sorry, lastly. And I shouldn't have put out things saying I'm the most athletic I've ever been. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I'm the
absolutely.
happiest I've ever been. Because that is, there's no
That has
body that
such
looks like hers
influence on
that's healthy.
people.
Like,
Yeah.
and honestly, I'm like over this whole talk of like, and what if she has an illness? It's even worse then. If she has a physical illness that's allowing her to lose all this muscle mass like this, why on earth would anyone who care about her want her to work right now? She should be getting treatment.
Right. I mean, that's the sinister part. That's what I was about to say. I'm like, it is literally as if like she's either intentionally doing this to like put this in your face. And I think either way she is, because it's like, again, she has control. So it's like, is it her label that's just like, you're going to put out this album and, you know, it's like, okay, well then I'm going to basically waste away in front of like your face. Like, I think like somebody mentioned, and maybe I'll like try to put the links of like all the TikToks that I watched, but cause I want to like give these people credit. I think it was Fitted Professional. It's like Fitted Pro.
Okay.
She made a video and she was just like how with eating disorders, like it can be very like punishing, like you're trying to like punish somebody out there for like saying, you know, like you could lose a few pounds or whatever, or even just like,
but to torture yourself over that?
But even like, I think, yes, like if you're like a hostage kind of, like if you are just a hostage in the situation and like, I mean, she's a child star. So I feel like I think she definitely is complicit in some ways, obviously. Like,
yes, and she's also a victim in some ways. I get it, but I get the point. You're in your 30s. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean and dismissive, but it's like, it's just like, I would love the platform she has and I wouldn't use it like this. And I'm not saying that she's like, you know, I get it. She's under duress, but there's something to
it's just a person that, I mean, yes, I just think that a person that is a childhood star and that is continuing to be like, that is, yes, she's 30, but like, I think that, yeah, like if somebody gave you the platform right now, you haven't had that trauma of being a childhood star. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is, but I think I agree with everything you're saying about how much damage this is causing to the psyche of kids, fans, adults, even like people that triggering people, you know, and I think that, like you said, like the gaslighting of it, the way that, you know, the statements are being read, it's very much like you know, like there's like a lot of negativity out there and it's just like, no, like people are concerned about her health.
Concern is not negativity. And honestly, I would go as far as say you're the negativity. These types of images are negative. These types of like, you know, the music videos, how you're coming out on stage every night, the lying, the gaslighting, that's more negativity to me than just someone being concerned. And of course, there's the outliers, there's the people that are being mean. But the majority, I would say, are people really alarmed. Like, you're somebody that we care about. We don't want to see you waste away.
I've never even heard, like, I'm not even a huge Ariana Grande fan, but I would be very sad. Like, we see the talent that you are. Like, we want you to get help. Like, we don't want this to be the end of your story. Like,
she's
and it is
talent. Like,
so, I mean, like you said, I pray that she gets to the other side and is able to take some accountability. But I do think it is just a really, we're in some dark times. Like, I feel like the fact that we're able to see this media, like this even be like allowed to be a music video, like I think that is sick. Like, I think her label, I think that there's so many people that are responsible at this point. And I think it goes back to sadly, being a child star and being around pedophiles, like that is like the problem of our society.
I mean, they even talked about, like, is it the right word? Like, screenshot it, like, La Roach. Like, he styled her for the music video and, like, put a screenshot
What?
of her.
Oh, hell no. That pissed
But,
me off.
well, I was just gonna say the caption said, like, styled by me. And it was just like, you're proud of this? Like, anyone working with her right now that is allowing her to continue to push this is just as bad. And is it the right word said, like, this, at this point, it involves her to leave and go away, get better, and to do a complete change of staff.
So
because you don't need anyone around you and who enables you. Like, and I get it. Their livelihoods are Ariana Grande getting on that stage every night. But at a certain point, there has to be a point where we don't care about that anymore because she actually might die in front of us. And then
yeah.
What? But then there was a good...
I'm pissed about
I watched a good video, though, that talked about... And they know that. And they know that, like, they might possibly make more money in her death. They were like...
Yes, that's what the labels know. And they will make money regardless.
I'm like, oh my God. But regardless, I'm just like, she looked bad. She's getting skinnier and skinnier. It's hard for me to even say that, but she's getting skinnier and skinnier. The gaslighting won't work. Hopefully when she steps away, she gets help. That's all I can really say.
I cannot believe that La Roach styled this girl. I'm like thinking like Zendaya may have to like stop working with him at some point. Like if she wants to just not condone that. That's crazy. Like she's already obviously they're two different people, but I'm just thinking about all that goes into styling a person. Like you're literally responsible for picking out these clothes, seeing if it like you're having conversations about how she looks in it. Like you are so
y'all are looking in the mirror like this and back, like
yes, like you were condoning this, and that is sick. I mean, we already know he did what he did with Jeff Bezos's wife, so I'm already looking at him crazy, but I do feel like Zendaya has tried to like, she didn't go to the Met Gala this year or so I don't know. She might want to reconsider him because that's not good for her brand. Anyways, the other thing that I wanted to quickly talk about is Nara Smith went on Call Her Daddy. Those who don't know Nara Smith, she is a content creator that has millions and millions of followers. She makes things from scratch. Like that's like been her whole gig is like cooking from scratch. She has a husband. I'm like, is his name Lucky? I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is actually. Like, I'm like, is that like satire? But no, it is. Her kids are named like, what is it? Like,
I don't know. I really don't like her content.
Like Humble. Like, I don't know. Like these funny names. I don't want to be mean, but so she went on to Call Her Daddy podcast and talked about she went with a pair of jeans and a sweater on and was just like, I am not a trad wife. Like I can't believe anybody would make that correlation. She literally went down the definition and all the ways that she is not a trad wife. And so the internet's been going crazy about just like, this is pure gaslighting of like we were not seeing what we were seeing. I mean,
that's what I hope.
She's 24.
She's 24?
Yeah, she's 24. She has like 4 kids. Like she has been living a Mormon,
I thought they were Mormon. Like I thought she said it.
They are Mormon.
Yeah.
They are Mormon. So yeah, they're living that lifestyle. Has made content with Ballerina Farms, who is like the trad wives of the trad wives, like on the magazines of,
she's just a liar. Like, I just see it as that. Like, it's just like, you're a liar. There's nothing much more to say. It's like, she's a liar. Like, you're 24 with 4 kids. Your content is about you making things, like homemade things. Like, literally, like, I want to make granola. She's going to show you how to make the granola. Like, she's going to grow some fucking weed out. Like, she's going to do it all. And so it's just like, she's a liar. Like, and she knows what she was pushing. I mean, her voice was totally different on calling her dad.
Yes, that was the crazy part.
Constantly whispering and being very submissive talk. And when Lucky comes in, she just gives him a hug. Like, it's just like, she's lying. She's making profit off of a trad wife content because that's, you know, everyone was kind of fascinated by her being a Black girl, and, you know, making everything from scratch and having all these kids and living Mormon and talking like a little submissive life,
going
but
to
she
her
knows
garden.
it. But going to her garden. But now there's like so many negative connotations to fucking trad wife. She doesn't want to own it. It is what it is. She's a liar. That is her niche. That is what she was doing. Everyone talked about.
It's insane though, her coming on TV with a completely different.
I don't know
voice.
why she's against it, and I think maybe it's like some deals. She doesn't like. Maybe she's some brand deals in the works that it was totally.
I mean, she's selling a book, so
okay.
That was what somebody was saying. Like,
yeah, so that's
she's selling a cookbook. She has to get to people that have money,
exactly,
and these young trad wives that have to ask their husbands for money or something like. She's trying to be a girl boss now.
So that's exactly it. And I'm glad you said that. So it's just like, that's why it's just like, I hope her belt doesn't sell at all. Because I'm like, that to me is fake. It's like, and first of all, who bought a book from her? Like, I'm sorry. It's like that girl trying to get I don't know if you saw, I'm on a different part of TikTok than you, but there's this like Black lady named Grit Baby on there who has like, just her life is in shambles. She's constantly in and out of like, she always needs money. She has so many fucking kids. She's like needs a house to stay in, like all these things. And but she's constantly on live, right? She has a lot of followers. And so this one girl paid $25 to take a how to get on live course with Grit Baby. And Dominique even made a video being like, why would you want to learn from her? Like, the fuck? And that's kind of how I feel about Nara Smith. Who wants to learn to cook from her? Like, I'm over this. I was talking to Maria about this. Like, I am over influencers having any power over pop culture and just like any authority over people's lives. Like, I really hope that like we stop putting celebrities and influencers together. It's like, it irritates me when like there's an event and influencers are on the red carpet or they're doing the interviews of the red carpet, when there's people who went to school for journalism that work at GQ, that work at E! News, that should be having those opportunities. I don't like when they get PR packages because there's actual fans who actually care about your shit. I mean, I'm thinking about there's one influencer who I love who doesn't even really like, she's like a casual Beyonce listener and got fucking PR sent her to a fucking Renaissance and Cowboy Carter. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I just don't like the authority they're given over things because I just find it to be, they are like this. They are at the end of the day marketers. They are capitalists. They will switch whichever the way the wind blows. They are not real, like actual people. And I feel like she's a great example. Like, she got famous off of trad wife shit. I mean, she would even dress in those long, like,
oh my God, she dressed like she was in the 1930s.
Like, she was conservative. And then now all of a sudden it's
the husband
now
looks
you want
like
to show up in
he's
jeans?
1950s.
Right.
Like,
He's wearing a t-shirt tucked in with his fucking
and she's like, no, I bring money into the house. So it's like, no, and that's the thing. Like, people are like, people need, my issue with it is like, it's the fact that they do influence a lot of people, and people talk about the literacy crisis. Like, people really do assume that they, you know, this woman is living this life, you know, like, and they aspire to do that. And so it's like you're just playing a role, and this gives influencers a terrible name of like, this is not really you. Like, you are playing a role, just and people believe it. You know, like, people, to the point where like it is affecting people's decision making. Like, we are living in Trump's America, like, where people are like converting to Christianity and, you know, are in a whole different pipeline. And then talk about people that don't want to work, like being at home, being a stay-at-home girlfriend, being a stay-at-home wife, like cooking and cleaning, like that is being sold to women. And so it's just like, it's crazy then to rip off the mask and say, actually, no, I'm a millionaire, and like, this was all a joke. This was all not real.
That's why I'm just
and these people, this girl in, Oklahoma is on her third kid with, whatever, trying to replicate this life.
I mean, that's why I the only people I actually will tap a like on is like Dominique, is it the right word, and Culture Wars, because they're actually talking about, they're being critical. They're not just doing like lifestyle. Anyone doing lifestyle, I don't care if you're white, black, I'm not liking it, because I don't want to push. I don't want you to make money. I'm sorry. It's just like, I find it to just be, there's something toxic about influencing to me. And I can't put my finger on it. And
it's very consumerism based.
It is. And it's just very much like, well, let me be the skinniest. Let me have like my hair in the perfect way. Let me have the makeup. Let me never repeat an outfit. Like, there's something toxic about this jawline. And I feel like I personally get the most out of the Dominiques. Is it the word? The people that actually just use their brain. If they're going to be influencing, they use their brain at least. And it's not just like vibes. I'm lip singing to a song by Taylor Swift. I'm lip syncing to
because you do give them a lot of power. And it's
right.
Like, who are these people?
There's people just there literally lip singing to you must not know about me. And then it's like, no, like I don't, like, I'm not giving you.
And it's like these are people that are young too. You talking about Nara Smith? It's like, sis, you're giving this person that's still trying to figure herself out.
Or you should be
a lot of power.
You shouldn't be dealing with 4 kids at 24. Like, ugh, Nara. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. But
it's just like. Yeah, I think what I'm like with both of these examples of Ariana and Nara Smith, it's like, because you influence so many people, your personal evolution, you have to, like, in what you share, there's a responsibility. And I just feel like it's like an opting out of like the responsibility. It's just like, psych. And it's just like, oh my God, girl, do you realize like people have been trying to emulate your life? Like, to the point where they're having children and stuff and marrying people, but whatever.
Yeah, it's just sad. But
and that's the point of influencing her. Like, I feel like people be talking about like artists, it's like, well, you need to raise your kids. It's just like, you're an influencer, bitch. Like, you're trying to sell me your lifestyle. I mean, that's pretty much what it is.
But I feel like I'm very keenly aware of that, and I know that half of that shit is fake. Like, and so I'm just like, I'm not like.
I mean, for sure, I agree with that, but I'm just saying, there are a lot of people that. I mean, I didn't know that lady talked like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are great. Like, you have a whole nother voice. Right. Yes, you gotta add, all of a sudden you have something to say and an attitude and like, it's stupid. Like, why would you think that?
Normally it's my cousin, like, my sister said she wanted blueberry muffins, so let's get blueberry muffins. Right. Like, went and planted a seed of a blueberry. An hour later, the blueberry
Lucky asked for this really rare piece of candy that he used to have when he was 5 years old. Like, so we're gonna make the gum right now.
So here you have glycerin, and I put a drop of hydrogen in it, and that's how you get the candy. It's like, she literally makes it. It's just, I don't know. Like, she's very annoying, and so I'm just like, I try to not look at her content whenever it comes across, because I'm just like, I knew she was pushing something I didn't like from the jump, for sure. And so I never gave her. She was always giving. I'm supposed to be barefoot and pregnant. Like, that's what it was giving. And her husband is giving very much MAGA. Like, and my God, he literally like his profile like follows those people. Like, they are pretty solidly over there. I think she's right now just trying to open up the marketplace, just like we said, because the real trad wives that you were talking to, like, they're not going to buy your cookbook. You need the girlies with the coin. Right. You need a girlies with a job and disposable income that want to, like, buy something for their life. I want to buy a cookbook and buy it from Nara Smith. I'm sorry, if I'm buying a cookbook, I'm not buying it from you, boo. Like, you haven't proven like, I guess you've proven to, honestly, I don't know how much of it's real, to be honest. Like, all of it is cut videos, right? I actually don't know if you actually making any of this. Like, you know, like,
Hello, and I'm
so
sure she's like at this point, it's a production.
it's a production.
But also somebody made a good point that like they were talking about like Rachel Ray or like people that like actually cook because they love food and like blah blah blah.
You. I'll get a
It's like the cover of the book is food, you know, like that is like the main thing. It's and like Nara Smith is like there's like a chicken on the table, like
I see it. Right.
Yeah.
This looks like a coffee table book. Like this doesn't even
right. You're trying to sell a lifestyle.
Right.
Boo.
Like the eggs look fake as hell. Like that's
right. You can't even see any like this food on the table does not look good. That's what I'm saying. It looks
in a jar, Nara. That's what I'm saying. It's like
those eggs that have nothing on it. Like I'm so confused.
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
what I'm just again, like I said, like if you want to give your money to Nara Smith for a cookbook, there's something fucking wrong with you. I'm sorry. There's something fucking wrong with you. Like,
and honestly, I'm just glad that she showed her true colors because there is a lot of people out there that are like, stop hating on this black woman. Like she's getting her money. She
probably doesn't even call herself black.
No, we know that she doesn't.
She's probably like, I'm biracial. It's like, okay.
And I told Alexis, she is not Black American. Like she is.
That's right.
South African and German. Okay. She is not loyal to the black people, but she needs them. She needs those black woman dollars.
Oh, but let's wrap it up. I'm kind of over her.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode. Please email us at Who Am I to Judge podcast with anything you guys want us to talk about, or you can DM us on Instagram or TikTok. We are open to different topics. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to email us your discussion topics at whoamitojudgepod@gmail.com. Also, remember to subscribe to Who Am I to Judge podcast on Spotify and everywhere you get your podcast. If you love us, please rate us and review. And if you don't, leave us alone. Tell a friend to tell a friend. See y'all next week. Bye, friends.